We're beginning, yeah?
We're beginning.
Okay. Welcome to Bullet Points. I am Michael Loftus. I've got next to me
Judd Dunning.
Skadoosh. It is the fastest 17 minutes on television. That's right. We're shooting for 17. You guys liked last week's video. I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers.
Yeah.
You're all fantastic. It's wonderful.
America.
So here's how it works. 2 minutes per topic,
Right.
5 big topics, 1 wild card. Judd, what are we doing this week?
Oh, it's exciting, Michael. It's exciting. So our topic 1, mainstream media fail. The liberal media truth disease is catching on post-Russian no collusion. Boom. Thank you very much.
That was a lot to say.
It's a long title. I'm working on this. Okay, topic number 2 on Bullet Points. Smiley, sniffy, touchy Joe Biden. Just extremely flirtatious, but in a safe way.
For a second there, I thought you were going to name all the freaky dwarves. It was like the 7 dwarf countdown. All right, what's number 3?
They're all in jail now, by the way. All right, moving on. Topic number 3 on Bullet Points this week. Brexit already, will ya? What's at stake and what's next for our mothership in old Great Britain? Thank you very much.
That one I understood.
You did understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That is my goal, is to open up with logical topics. Number 4 on Bullet Points are an unplanned success story about the wonderful pro-life film Unplanned that was tearing up the box office. Number 4 this year.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you. Number 5, shut her down, seal her up, the new border wall crisis for Trump's border wall. It's not his wall, it's all of our wall. Thank you.
Those are our 5 bullet points.
5 bullet points, yes indeed.
There'll be a wild card.
There will be a wild card.
Let us begin.
The wild cards are great too. You don't know, that's wild.
I
So
know, it's
show up.
wild.
Michael
I want to be surprised.
Michael comes off the road to our humble studio, and here we are. Let's do this.
All right, bullet point number 1. We got your mainstream media fail. Skadoosh.
What is skadoosh?
That's Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, it's Jack Black.
He did that.
We
magic,
all know it, but we don't
move.
Right.
Skadoosh. And now it's part of the lexicon.
It is.
Okay, put 2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock. Let's do that, producer. Ready? All right.
Bing bang.
And getting
boom.
ready to go into the multiverse of bullet points.
Fantastic. You go ahead. This is your baby. This is your baby.
All right, great. Mainstream media fail is what we're talking about. They did a great article on Vox this week where they said that the liberal media truth disease is catching on. They basically came out and said the left was just too far devastated in the weeks following Trump's election to think straight. They said that it was impossible for them. They lost their media clarity. And there's a number of people starting to talk about it. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that aren't talking about it. So we have to look more deeply, Michael, at the mainstream media. They said nobody even accepted as an idea that Trump could have possibly won, and that a lot had to do with the insularity of our American media.
I call BS on this. I think all these big journalists are looking for an excuse. You ran with a false narrative and you tried to back it up. This whole thing like, oh, I guess we were just misled. No, liar, stop. You're lying to me again. Listen, this whole thing, I talked to Amy Parnes. She wrote this book, Shattered, and inside the look of the Hillary Clinton campaign. They invented the Russia collusion story. They invented it as an excuse. And I tell you what, I'm going to go 110% on the soft coup here. You've got people in the media,
right.
The FBI leaking information, leaking the dossier to the media, working in conjunction to get wiretaps on people, to investigate people. The media was in on it 110%. This isn't some, oh, I guess we made a mistake. I guess we were... No, you didn't like the outcome. You were trying to change it, and you got busted. Right. That's my angry, tired opinion.
That's why I wanted to hear from you, because actually, take lying, conflict of interest, conflict of... take leaking, foreign collusion. If you go through how many people actually lied, and now why did they get a free pass? But here's what's going to happen in American culture. They're just going to, next slide please, they're just going to forget the fact of how we act. Well, the point is America actually voted as they actually voted, and this was the face of America. We didn't focus on this for 2 years, but America already chose their president. Thank you very much. Is that the coughing? That's great.
Yeah, that's the
timer.
Like
that. I like that.
Stay woke. Hey, you can't hit me with the color bars after you go on. But these are the teams, you guys. These are the teams.
So we shall see. We shall see what's going to happen next.
I'm jumping ahead.
Moving on.
Who's this in the picture?
This is Smiley, Sniffy, Touchy Joe.
The freakiest of the dwarves.
The creepy is the
Doc,
other dwarf.
bashful, happy,
creepy,
sneezy, sniffy, creepy. smelly, licky, kissy, invadey, personal spacey.
Very
Put 2
good.
minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. At Bullet Points with the great Michael Loftus. Do you want to? I'll let you open up, Michael. Let's do this.
Well, this whole Joe Biden thing raises an interesting question. Can you just be a creep? Like, can you just be? I remember a David Letterman one where he had Jennifer Aniston on, and he put her hair in his mouth. I think we're looking at a man with a serious fetish here. Seriously, I think he likes the smell of women's hair. I just think that's his thing.
Yeah.
Does that mean he can't
But
govern?
he just followed up with a slathering kiss. I mean, look at this little kid here. I mean, there's a lot of. If you pass the hair test, apparently you're going to get a big slathery wet one on the face.
This is just
that's
a guy
That's
like,
what I do. I'm just kidding.
This is just a guy that like doesn't have boundaries. He's just
Yeah.
literally like Creepy Uncle Joe is the best nickname ever because it's accurate. Like I don't think he's not. It's not like sexually aggressive, but it's just way too close. It's an invasion of personal space.
He knows it.
Who is the lady that does he?
He said he did. He said, I am extremely flirtatious in a completely safe way. The lady was Lapos and Flores, are the two that are.
Who was the Indian nose kiss, the Eskimo rub?
That's Lapis.
Yeah, that's he. I guess he got in there and was just like going at it, like nose to nose for 15. Like, listen, I'm not going to vote for Creepy Uncle Joe, but like that's before all this. But it's weird. It's not harmless. But like all these women are going, and it's not sexual. It's just creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy.
It's just creepy. Now, would he do this to a foreign dignitary? Is he gonna meet like the Japanese prime minister's wife and go, oh yeah, come here. Oh,
missiles are fired. No, but the thing is look, Pelosi came out and said, well, I think he has to be aware of how other people see him. And then MSNBC came out and said, well, you know, I think it's okay. The View came out. Complete double standard to anybody on the right? They're just trying to preserve once again. And this is my favorite meme of the day.
My favorite meme.
Oh, yes.
I got to hit a different button.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe Biden. Woo!
All right, moving on. Our next bullet point number 3 for this show. We're talking about Brexit.
We are talking about Brexit.
No Brexit. This one drives me crazy.
Yeah.
This one really gets under my skin. But to put 2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock.
And I'm just gonna rifle through.
And I want to ask you but before you file it, I think what a lot of our viewers are, if I could just start with one quick breakdown, then you let it go. What is the Brexit really about? It's about goods, services, capital, and people. Why is it significant to America? We keep forgetting they don't want the immigration of the rest of the EU to come in and change the natural face of their history and their heritage. It's similar to the war on open borders in America. That's why we're paying attention.
Did you put 2 minutes on the clock?
I did.
Because you were starting, dude.
I was starting to set you up before I saw your video online. Go to loftusparty.com. Michael lays it down. See, I've seen his video, so I wanted to give a piece of nerdy information to those of you out there, our new watchers, our new 127 people that joined this week.
Save it for the plug segment.
Save it for the plug.
I'm jumping into Brexit right here.
Okay, good.
Because I'm going to break it down.
But was I right? I was right.
But in a big, like, here's the
Go.
You're science guy. That's who you are. You're science and facts guy. I'm talking to my buddy at the gas station. That's who I am.
Lay it down.
Here's what Brexit is. The people of Britain want to control their own destiny. That's it. They don't want to take orders from somebody who doesn't live there, somebody in Belgium. It's stupid. It's dumb. I can't believe they had to vote on this. They voted on this 3 years ago. You got to give the European Union 2-year heads up that you don't want to be in.
Right.
Listen, if you want your own country, if Great Britain wants to put Great Britain first, by God, do it. But they're in a real danger. If you think that the Yellow Vest protests that are still going on are bad, wait till the people of Great Britain are told, no, it doesn't matter what you think. You're going to be ruled by some wacko dude that you didn't even vote for in Belgium. It's crazy. It's insane. And these scare tactics that they're trying to use, that's great. They should put that on a hat. These scare tactics that they're trying to use, like what are we going to do? How are we going to trade goods and services? They've been doing it for hundreds of years, you morons. They ran an empire. They ran half the globe. I think they'll figure it out. This is what they said about Trump. Like, ooh, the stock market's going to go. It's all going to tank. Everything's going to be fine. I would be so angry. I would be marching in the streets tonight if I had voted for Brexit 3 years ago and Theresa May, this joke of a leader, keeps coming up with a new excuse. No, we can't do it yet. We've got to wait. No, I want out. I want out.
Yeah, and it's going to happen. The PM's just voted through. It's an exit of no.
Really?
I saw that.
I
will make sure that I end myself. But it is going to happen. I mean, the way they're setting it up, it's like they're going to exit, whether they resolve the customs issues or whether they resolve trade. And good on old Britain, right?
I think they're going to vote again. I think they're going to vote again.
They're drag it through?
Yep, they're going to drag it out and vote again. Moving on.
All right, here we go.
Bullet point number 4.
Bullet points number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is a great one. This is a really great one.
Unplanned,
Yeah.
the movie. Okay. 2 minutes,
2
on,
minutes
the
on the clock.
I'm going to let
ladies and
you tee
gentlemen.
off on this
All
one.
right, here we go.
Because I
2
did
minutes on the
Brexit.
clock and starting. Ready? Here we go. Boom. Let's do it. I want to launch.
I like that.
Launch with the
I like the
bullet point.
launch bullet.
So the beautiful thing about the Unplanned movie, right, is it's about Abby Johnson, and what she did is she proliferated the actual abortion industry, and she talked. She got a lot of people to start walking away. But she originally did it by seeing what it was like for a week 13.
She ran the joint, right?
She ran the joint, and she started to liberate other people, read a book, then some other people came out. Chuck Konzelman and Carrie Solomon made the movie, and it did great. Now, here's the beautiful thing. Hollywood tends to repress these types of stories, but I think on the tail of, next slide, please, of us being able to rip children out of the womb right before dilation in New York, I think Americans are actually changing heart here, and this is a great sign for America. It's a great sign for us thinking about our citizenry and life and how we stand for the world. This isn't just about our own children in America. This is who we stand for in the world. So this is a great. So they got $6.1 million. They're 4th in the box office, and it's a pro-life breakthrough. It's a difficult thing because we have women's rights as well.
All right,
I'm a minute in, Michael
56
Loftus.
seconds for me.
Take it.
These are the cats in New York. They went too far. They went too far. Here's the deal. Planned Parenthood is really good at lying. They go, oh, it's mammograms and it's women's health issues and all this stuff. Less than 2% of Planned Parenthood clinics actually do mammograms and have that stuff. That's what, I'm going to go back a couple slides.
It's not counseling.
That's what the movie Unplanned is about. This woman was she was way up in the system in Planned Parenthood, and she was in that. She's in, like, everybody supports women's health. Get mammograms, get checked out. But Planned Parenthood is in the let's kill babies business. And when New York went too far, when you can do that, when they're talking about in Virginia, when that bill was up, yeah, the baby will deliver the baby and then decide what we want to do. I don't think Americans want to kill children, and that is. Well, I'm going to go back to this slide. I'm going to go back here.
Really?
That's a kid. That's a kid.
I know. How am I supposed to do the buzzer when we're talking about the beauty of life?
I'm not kidding.
Life. So it's been so brutal this year.
Yeah, and it's tough to get those little wings to stick. You actually have to use super glue. I don't think
that's
safe.
That's unethical.
Joking. Okay.
You're a parent, though. You can say that, right?
We are on to bullet point number 5.
Bullet point number 5.
Rounding the corner.
Round to the corner here. Good to have everybody back this week. All of our new people. Are you ready?
Yes.
We'll set it up. I'll set it up, or you want to jump in, Michael Loftus?
We will jump in. This is Trump talking about shutting down the border.
Go.
Shut it down. Shut it down. I know they're talking about moving 750 Border Patrol agents.
Right.
Guess what
already
happened?
done.
They, the people are sneaking across places where we don't have a wall. Listen, this whole Trump just didn't come out of nowhere and go, let's build a wall. And everybody's like, I've never thought of that before. This has been building since the 80s. This was a problem when Reagan was office, and they lied to Reagan.
Everybody's been opposed to it in the 80s. Was
they go, oh, Reagan, if you just give them amnesty, then we'll have border security. We've been wanting a fence. We've been wanting border security since then. So now it comes to this. It's not a fake crisis. This has been going on forever. 22 million illegal immigrants at last count. Good Lord, it could be up to 30.
1.5
40
for
by
this
now.
year. Additional are supposed to come in.
It's record numbers. You've got to, hey, there's Trump on the border right there. You got to shut it down. You have to shut it down, or we simply, literally, this is not hyperbole, we don't have a country.
Right.
We don't have a country
Open
anymore.
borders. And also, once again, it goes back to political control. But what's different about this point of the humanitarian crisis, and I loved what Mulvaney said, He said Democrats didn't believe a month ago, 2 months ago, when we said this was happening. There's a crisis, humanitarian crisis, and a security crisis. He goes, now this week it's happening. So, but there were two levels, and this is Trump's right on top of it. He's shutting down, he's potentially threatening to shut down aid to Central American countries that are trying to come through for economic asylum.
Yeah.
So it's another wave of attack. So it doesn't have to be drug dealers. It doesn't. We're talking about our populace, our economy, our security, our like Brexit. It's similar to Brexit.
Very quickly, your joke. We need to seal
Oh, you like that?
the border.
Yeah.
Seal the border.
So,
But yeah, here's the map. It's hard to see right now, but yeah, it's Guatemala, it's El Salvador, it's Honduras, it's listen, you guys, it's ridiculous. It's drugs, it's people, it's women getting raped by coyotes, it's all of the
And
above.
it's children, by the way. They
Yeah.
said 40,000 more children in the next few months. They're rushing. Happy birthday again here. I like it.
All right.
Today.
Seal
you later.
the border.
Okay,
Okay, here we go.
Moving on.
It's promotional time. I want an update on Conservatively Unplugged. What's got you excited?
You know
this
what's
week?
got me excited was being obsessed all weekend, getting to know all of our new people here. So I just want to thank, we had our highest video last week. We've been incubating this for a few months. It's great to be with you, America. It's great to be with the great Michael Loftus.
It's fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time talking about what's real in America.
I want to give a shout out real quick.
Please do
This
it.
is my thing. I want to hold on. My writing is horrible. The Woolly Swamp Register. Thanks for subscribing. Ralph Burris. Thank you. Super Jelly Bean might be my favorite subscriber
From
name
Asia.
so far. Super Jelly Beans
I
from
believe
Asia.
so, yeah.
That's great.
Right?
Now
What's
I
college?
desperately want to meet Super Jelly Bean. Megan Wiggin, Angela J, and Dawn Meadows. Dawn Meadows was on
a
Gilligan's
woman.
Island.
That's true.
Don Meadows was the star of Gilligan's Island. So that's what has you. That's what has me excited too.
Yeah.
About this, I like the videos taking off, people sharing them, telling with their friends. Yeah, it's a long form video, but we're hitting the bullet points. We keep it moving, which is what we're gonna do right now.
Amen. And I just want to say congratulations, you guys. Go see how many more shows do you have nationally? The Deplorable
We're
Tour.
about to announce the Deplorable Show. Going to be making an announcement. Stay tuned. Go to theloftusparty.com for the inside scoop on the entertainment tonight of right-wing comedy. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's at loftusparty.com. Okay, here we go. Our wild card.
Oh yeah.
Booyakasha. That's Abo,
Yeah.
the robot dog.
About the robot dog.
Just
yeah.
made this robot dog is now illegal.
2 minutes.
somewhere.
2 minutes of the clock, baby.
You tell me.
Boom.
This is your thing. Where's this robot
So it's
dog
a three.
illegal?
So you know how everybody has a security animal right now, right? So some people have, people like
I don't have a
security
security
You don't
animal.
have
I have a
security-
dog
Do you have a
that I
power? Do you
love.
have a power animal or any? No, I'm kidding. No, security animals. You see people walking through. It's legislation where you can have a little dog with you, et cetera, wherever you go, or a cat. You can take it on a plane or to work, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
it's not a security animal. They call it something else. But
not
go
to
ahead.
protect you, but to protect you, emotionally.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
a service.
I just burned a security service animal.
Emotional. Okay.
Emotional support. Emotional support.
I'm telling you right now, we're gonna need
We're
more
out
than
of time.
2 minutes.
Emotional support creature, whatever. Okay.
What does that have to do with robot
So
dogs?
people, I guess, have some issues with intimacy. You can get one that's a robot now, but in order for it to recognize you and talk to you and do errands for you, it will biometrically scan your face, and it is the new Alexa. So forget Alexa. You can talk to the dog. It can look things up in the internet. It can run little chores for you, and it can record everybody's face in your house.
Okay.
And send the information. So it's a
So-
violation of individual privacy.
Where is it sending the information?
So whatever the Sony server is, so you've got Texas, you've got Wisconsin, and Illinois are actually outlawing the dog, so it can't see your. So you have blind robotic dogs in those countries. They're trying to put them out there. They won't use your face.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Listen, if they're going to gather information at your house and then send it to China or
That's
to
the issue.
Japan, and that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good at all. We are living in the Matrix.
In the Matrix, yeah.
It's a sweet
Isn't that a
gif.
sweet GIF? Thank you very much.
Okay, and then what else do you have about
So,
security?
leading
Because
on to that-
this is where does your personal information go? And I think when people buy a little robot dog to have fun with, they don't realize it's actually
What's
gathering
happening? I
intelligence.
think you have to look at everything every time you get very fast. But here's what's interesting: is a firm in China has bought 60% of Grindr, and they kind of snuck under. We have certain rules So it's Beijing Kunun Tech, whatever. And it's this, the greatest, largest network for bi and trans people. And their concern is that people will be blackmailed by their HIV status in order to be spies for China. This is legitimately happening right now. So it's like Ashley Madison. Like, I've been spying for Russia for years because of my Ashley. I'm just kidding. But the point is that they were concerned that people are going to be blackmailed, and now they're going to blackmail.
Okay, so the thing is, so China has all the information of who's on Grindr. Grindr is.
I never worked for Russia.
That's a gay hookup site, right?
It's a gay hookup site.
Okay, so I guess you do have that isn't like a national security risk. Because you all hear about the senator who's like, these homosexuals, and da-da-da. And then they're at the airport like, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Right.
So, like, seriously.
Oh, they're sniffing hair, and next thing you know. Hey.
So here's the deal.
I didn't just buy
do you think there'd be a law in place where China can't buy the majority of, right?
Yeah, there actually is. There's U.S. national security sanctions. I've got it up here. But I forget the exact act. But certain companies cannot buy access, particularly China, because they're violating our trade laws.
So we had a deal with China where it was going to be just the tip. And then they're
like, oh, you are evil. You must spy for us and stop having so much fun on the weekend.
That is our show. We went long, you guys. We went long because we're excited about you all and tons of new subscribers. Welcome. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. I'm Michael Loftus. Who are you?
I'm Judd Dunning.
What's the name of this show, Judd?
Bullet Points.
Will we see him next week?
We'll see you next week. Every Wednesday or Thursday we post a new show.
Ba-boom!
Ba-boom. Skadoosh.
Yeah.
Open with skadoosh. End with ba-boom. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. Follow Michael Loftus, The Loftus Party. Follow us on Bullet Points. Make sure to subscribe and hit the little button, and we'll see you soon.
Are you done?
How do you feel about the frame? Do you have your thing in?
It looks good. I got my thing going on. I got my wacky star shirt.
We will never let them know we are actually French talking about the American economy. Ha 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 ha. Hee hee. No. They will think that we like America. Ha ha ha. It's like partially Asian.
It was a bizarre mix of French and Japanese schoolgirl.
Welcome to Bullet Points. Thanks for coming out and watching our new show, Bullet Points, with Michael Loftus and Judd Dunning. Make sure to subscribe, tell your friends, spread the good red word, and hit the little bell below so you get notifications every time we come out with a new show.